lovely learners, welcome back to my channel. I've been thinking recently, what are some important things that y'all would need to know to come to UNC, and something that occurred to me is your UNC ID card, because it's a very important part of campus life, and so I thought that we would talk about that today. So first things first, let me make sure I got it covered up how I want it. This is what an ID card looks like. Hopefully y'all can see that. My picture is horrible because swiping it all the time makes the picture wear off, because the strip is right like at the top and the picture's at the top. But I took this picture during quarantine. I was sunburned and it's a selfie that's really terrible. Unfortunately, you can never get a new picture. You're stuck with that picture for 4 years, even if you get it reprinted. So that's not great. But let's talk about the things that are good about the ID. So first things first, your ID is what will get you into buildings on campus, including your residence hall. All of the residence halls, you have to swipe your ID to get through the front door, and then depending on which hall you're in, you either have a physical key to unlock your actual bedroom door, or you swipe. For instance, mine, I swipe it at my door and input a PIN number, and that's how I unlock my bedroom door. It's also what you use at the dining hall. They swipe this, so your meal swipes are on here. If you don't have it, you can pay cash at the dining hall, but why would you? And sometimes I only have this on me around campus, because anything I might need to buy food-wise on campus, I can use my ID, because it also has the dining dollars on there. I'm not sure if I've talked about dining dollars before, but they're an additional thing that you can use at our retail locations on campus, at Einstein, Subway, and the Munchie Mart, which is like our convenience store. Like I said, not sure if I've talked about that. I'm gonna do a meal plan video, so we'll go into more depth on that later, but this is where they are located. You also use, let me just check my little list here. This is also your library card. It's how you get into the recreation center. And also, as a UNC student, you get a free Evans Greeley bus pass, and this is how you get that as well. This is also, we have a boomerang. It's called the Boomerang. It goes from Missioner Library to Gunter Hall every like 14 minutes or something, so you don't have to walk the whole campus if you don't want to. This is also how you get on there. This also, UNC does have a team up with Wells Fargo Bank. So you can have your ID, if you have an account with Wells Fargo, it can be linked to that account, and this will act as a debit card. I don't have that set up because I don't use Wells Fargo, but it is a convenient thing that you can do. If you did that, you would never need to carry a card around anything else around campus. You would just have this. I still have to carry my wallet because like the bookstore, you can't use your ID at the bookstore. But you know, the other places, as you can see, well, I'm not sure if you can see, let's see. You might be able to see that my name is on here twice, and that is because the top is my preferred name. Now mine is the same, but for other people, it might not be. So the top is your preferred name and the bottom is your legal name, because if your legal name is different, like for legal purposes, they may need to know what like your documents say your name is, you know, but they do want to respect and use people's preferred names, you know, avoid dead naming or anything like that. So let me think if there's anything else. So if you lose your card, you can't get into your dorm, you would get a lockout card until you could get a new one. Or like, for example, I left my card in my room one day, so I had to get a lockout card. The first lockout card of the semester is free, and then after that you have to pay a certain amount for every card after that. I'm gonna make this up, but maybe it starts at $5, goes up to 10, whatever. If you need a lockout card like 10 times, you have to like have like a hearing or something to be like, hey, what's going on? So maybe don't lose your card. If you have roommates also and you like just left it in your room, you could just have a roommate let you in and then you wouldn't need a lockout card. I obviously don't have that. But yeah, so make sure you keep track of it. Also, so to get it replaced, The first replacement is free, I think. And then every time after that is a charge again. This is my second ID card because the first one I got, they mailed it to me during the pandemic, and I stayed home, and I had it the entire academic year of 2020 to 2021. I knew where it was and I could find it. I had it in my hand in May of 2021, and then in July when I needed it, it was gone. I don't know what happened to it, but so I emailed them and was like, can I have a new card, please? And they sent me a new one. If your card breaks, like physically breaks, if you bring them all the pieces, they'll replace it for free, but if you just lose it, you'll have to pay for it. Apparently, they break a lot in the winter because people who don't have ice scrapers try to use their card to scrape their windshield. That sounds completely ridiculous to me. Like, these are not like very sturdy, like, but go off, I guess. So yeah, let me check. I think that this was everything. To get it, you have to submit, like, if you can either go in person to the card office to get it. You'll get it either before or during orientation if you're a traditional student in the summer, and or you can email them. It has to be from your Bear Mail address, and you email them, say, oh, I need a card, like, here's my info, and send them a photo. If you're doing it that way, you can go to their website. I'll put it in the description box below, and you can see the standards. It has to be color against like a neutral background, all that jazz. You know, don't like wear a hat, or, you know, it's kind of like a passport photo, like obviously less strict, but kind of like that. Like, they need to be able to see your face, which again is ridiculous because I know lots of people who the entire face has worn off because of swiping. They might replace that for free. I'm not totally sure. But yeah, that's just kind of, this is a quick and dirty little video about your UNC ID card because it is super important to life on campus. Because it's so important, I almost forgot that I wanted to show y'all really quick how I keep mine. So it's in this little cute, you can get, like, lots of people keep them on lanyards. I have a specific one that was gifted to me that says UNC and whatever. And then the card just slides in and out of there. And, you know, this is nice because, like, I have all these cute pins. Like, my parents gave me this inconceivable pin. That's a Princess Bride joke, for those of you who don't know. I got this at some event. It's just a little UNC bear pin. My best friend gave me this little hedgehog with a knife pin, which we love. This one's from, like, this little Christmas workshop thing I did. So, you know, a lot of people will tell you, also it unclips. So, like, if I just want to shove it in, like, a tiny bag or something, because I hate just having the card floating around loose because I just feel like I'm gonna lose it. A lot of people will tell you that nobody wears lanyards, and that's kind of true, but, like, everyone still has it on a lanyard. Like, even if they just carry it around like this, most people usually have it on a lanyard, like, with their keys. I don't do that because this goes everywhere all the time, and I don't always need my car keys with me, and I don't have a room key. So yeah, anyway, have some kind of holder situation, even, or if you have, like, the back of the phone wallet, anything like that, just make sure it's somewhere that's easy for you to see, find, not to lose. So, hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye!